The black car moved slowly through the crowded street. Inside sat Dalmar, a rich man in a dark suit. His watch alone could feed a family for 5 years. He was going to sign papers that would make him a billionaire. His phone kept ringing. His assistant kept talking. But Dalmar was not listening. He was looking out the window at the people walking by. The traffic light turned red. The car stopped. Dalmar saw a woman crossing the street. She was old and bent over. Her clothes were torn and dirty. She walked between the cars with her hands stretched out. She was begging. People ignored her. Some rolled up their windows. Dalmar watched her come closer. Then his heart stopped beating. That face. He knew that face. Even with all the dirt and wrinkles, he knew it. The woman came to his window. She tapped on the glass weakly. "Please, sir," she said. "Just a small coin." "Anything." Her voice was rough and tired. Dalmar could not move, could not breathe. The woman outside his window was his mother, the same mother who gave birth to him 75 years ago. Hello everyone, thank you for watching. Before we continue with this powerful story, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We share amazing stories like this every week. Also, comment below and let us know where you are watching from. Are you in New York, South Africa, Canada, United Kingdom? Anywhere in the world, we want to hear from you. Now let us continue with the story. The car behind them honked. The light had turned green, but Dalmar sat frozen. His mother moved away from his car to the next one. She did not look back. She did not recognize the expensive car. She did not recognize her own son sitting inside. The driver turned to look at Dalmar. "Sir, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost." Dalmar's hands were shaking. "Drive forward," he whispered, slowly. The car moved ahead. Dalmar twisted in his seat to look back. His mother was still there, moving between cars. Her bare feet were swollen and cracked. Her hair was gray and wild. This could not be real. It had to be a mistake. That could not be his mother. For the first 10 years after he left, he barely survived himself. But once his life stabilized, he sent her money every single month for the next 20 years. He had bought her a big house with a garden. How could she be on the street? Dalmar pulled out his phone with trembling fingers. He called his younger brother Fen Yang. The phone rang and rang. Finally, someone picked up. "What do you want?" Fen Yang said. His voice was cold. Dalmar tried to speak, but his throat was tight. "Where is Mama?" he finally said. There was silence on the other end. Then Fen Yang laughed. It was not a happy laugh. It was bitter and ugly. "Why do you suddenly care?" Fen Yang said. "You left 30 years ago. You never came back. Not once. Not even to visit. You just sent money like that would fix everything." Dalmar felt anger rising in his chest. "I sent money so she would be comfortable," he said. "I bought her a house." "Where is she, Fen Yang?" "Why is she not in the house I bought?" Fen Yang laughed again. "The house? Oh, that house. I sold it 3 years ago. Got a good price, too. And all that money you kept sending? I spent every bit of it. Mom is exactly where she belongs. On the street. Begging. Just like she begged me to find you. Just like she begged you to come home. But you never did." Dalmar felt like someone had punched him in the stomach. "You sold her house? You took her money? She is our mother, Fen Yang. How could you do that to her?" Fen Yang's voice got louder. "How could I? How could you? You abandoned us, Dalmar. You left when I was 10 years old. Do you know what that did to Mama? She cried every night, every single night. She would sit by the door waiting for you, but you never came. I was trying to make a better life," Dalmar shouted into the phone. "I was working for us, for her, for you." Fen Yang made a sound like spitting. "You were working for yourself," he said. "You wanted to be rich. You wanted to be important. And you did it. You became a big man. But you forgot where you came from. You forgot us. So yes, I took your money. Every coin. Consider it payment for all the years Mama suffered because of you." "Where is she sleeping?" Dalmar asked. His voice was quiet now. "Dangerous." Fen Yang was silent for a moment. "I do not know," he said. "Maybe in the market. Maybe under a bridge. Maybe in the street. I have not seen her in months. You have not seen her. She is your mother too, Dalmar said. Fenyang's voice turned to ice. She stopped being my mother when she kept defending you, he said. When she kept saying you were a good son, when she kept waiting for you to come back. I got tired of watching her hope for nothing. The phone went dead. Fenyang had hung up. Dalmar sat in shock. His brother had stolen everything, had left their mother homeless, and blamed it all on him. The driver was watching him in the mirror. Sir, the meeting. We are already late. The investors are waiting. If we do not go now, you will lose the deal. Dalmar looked at him. Cancel it, he said. Cancel everything. But sir, this is a billion-dollar deal. You have been working on this for 2 years. Dalmar's voice was hard as stone. I said cancel it. Turn this car around. We are going back. The driver wanted to argue but saw the look on Dalmar's face. He turned the car around without another word. They drove back through the city streets. Dalmar's eyes searched everywhere, every corner, every alley, looking for his mother. It took them an hour to find her. She was sitting under a tree near the market. Her head was down. Her hand was still out, begging. A few coins lay in her palm, not even enough for a meal. Dalmar told the driver to stop far away. He got out and walked toward her slowly. His expensive shoes got dusty. People stared at the rich man walking through the poor area. He stopped a few feet away from her. Mama, he said softly. The old woman did not look up. She thought he was another person passing by. Mama, he said again, louder. She lifted her head slowly. Her eyes were cloudy. She squinted at him in the sunlight. For a long moment, she just stared. Then her mouth opened. Dalmar, is that you? Or am I dreaming again? Tears filled Dalmar's eyes. It is me, Mama. I am here. She stared at him like she could not believe it. Then slowly she tried to stand up. Her legs shook. Dalmar rushed forward to help her. But when he touched her arm, she pulled back. She slapped him across the face. Hard. The sound echoed through the market. People stopped to watch. You left me, she said. Her voice was shaking with anger and pain. You left me and never came back. I waited for you, Dalmar. I waited every day, every week, every year. But you never came. Not even once. Dalmar stood there with his hand on his cheek. He did not try to defend himself. I am sorry, he whispered. I am so sorry, Mama. Sorry? She hit him again. Sorry does not bring back 30 years. Sorry does not erase the nights I slept hungry. Sorry does not warm me when I am cold. You became rich and forgot about me. You sent money but never came yourself. Do you know what that feels like? To know your son is alive but does not care enough to see you? I did care, Dalmar said. I sent money every month. I bought you a house, a big house. I made sure you would be comfortable. His mother's face changed. Confusion replaced the anger. What house? What money? I never got a house, Dalmar. I never got anything. Dalmar felt cold all over. Fenyang, he said. He took it all. He stole everything I sent. His mother's legs gave out. She would have fallen, but Dalmar caught her. She felt so light in his arms, like she weighed nothing, like she had not eaten properly in years. Fenyang took it? She whispered. My Fenyang. Dalmar nodded. He told me everything on the phone. He sold the house I bought. He spent all the money I sent. He left you with nothing, and he blamed me for it. His mother began to cry. Not my boy, she said. Not both my boys. First you left. Now Fenyang betrayed me. What did I do wrong? How did I raise such sons? Dalmar felt his heart breaking. You did nothing wrong, Mama. This is my fault. I should have come back. I should have checked on you myself. I thought money was enough, but I was wrong. He helped her to the car. She hesitated before getting in. Where are you taking me? She asked. She sounded afraid, like she did not trust him. Home, Dalmar said. You are coming home with me. But I have no home, she said. Yes, you do, he told her. My home is your home. You will never sleep on the street again. I promise you that. The drive to Dalmar's house was silent. His mother sat staring out the window. Tears kept running down her dirty face. She did not wipe them away. Dalmar wanted to say something, wanted to explain, but what could he say? How could he explain 30 years of absence? How could he make her understand that he thought he was doing the right thing? They arrived at his mansion. The gates opened automatically. His mother gasped when she saw the house. It was huge. White walls, big windows, a fountain in front, gardens everywhere. "This is where you live?" she asked. Dalmar nodded. He suddenly felt ashamed of his wealth. All this luxury while his mother begged for coins. How had he let this happen? Inside, he called for Sarama, his head servant. Sarama came quickly. When she saw the old woman in rags, her nose wrinkled. But Dalmar's hard look stopped her from speaking. "This is my mother," he said clearly. "Prepare the best guest room for her. Draw a bath. Find clean clothes. Get the doctor here immediately. I want her checked completely. And prepare food. Good food. Whatever she wants." Sarama nodded and led his mother away. The old woman looked back at Dalmar with confused, frightened eyes. Like she thought this might all disappear. Like she was afraid to believe it was real. Dalmar watched her go up the stairs. Then he sat down and put his head in his hands. What had he done? What had he become? His phone rang. It was his assistant. "Sir, the investors are very angry. They said if you do not reschedule immediately, they will take the deal to someone else. Do you want me to call them?" Dalmar thought about the $1 billion, about the business empire he had built, about everything he had worked for. Then he thought about his mother's face, her slap, her tears. "Tell them the deal is off," he said. "What?" "Sir, you cannot be serious." "I am completely serious," Dalmar said. "I do not want it anymore. Cancel everything. From now on, I am taking time off." His assistant tried to argue, but Dalmar hung up. An hour later, the doctor came down from upstairs. His face was grave. "Mr. Dalmar, your mother is very sick. She is severely malnourished. She has infections on her feet. Her blood pressure is dangerously high. She also has signs of diabetes that has never been treated." "How long has she been living on the street?" Dalmar's throat was tight. "I do not know," he said. "Maybe months, maybe years." The doctor shook his head. "She needs constant care, medication, good food, rest. I will write everything down. But you should know the damage might be permanent." After the doctor left, Dalmar went upstairs. His mother was lying in a huge bed. She looked tiny in it. She was wearing a clean nightgown. Her face was washed, but she still looked old and tired. So tired. Dalmar sat in a chair beside the bed. "Mama," he said softly. Her eyes opened. For a moment, she seemed confused about where she was. Then she remembered. "Why did you leave, Dalmar?" she asked. "That is all I want to know. Why did you go and never come back?" Dalmar took a deep breath. "I was 19 years old," he said. "We were so poor, Mama. We had nothing. I wanted to give you a better life. So I went to the city to find work. I thought I would make money and come back. But the city was hard. I worked terrible jobs. I slept in the street. I ate from garbage cans." His mother listened without speaking. "Then I got lucky," Dalmar continued. "I met a man who owned a business. He saw that I was smart and hardworking. He gave me a job, a real job. I worked for him for 10 years. I learned everything. When he died, he left me the business. I made it bigger. I made it successful. And I started sending money home. I thought that was enough. I thought I was being a good son." "But you never visited," his mother said. "Not once in 30 years." Dalmar looked down at his hands. "I was ashamed," he admitted. "Ashamed? Of what?" "Of leaving," he said. "Every year that passed made it harder to come back. I kept thinking, next year I will visit. Next year when I am more successful. Next year when I have more to give. But next year never came. I was a coward, Mama. I was afraid to face you." His mother was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "I would have taken you back any time. Even after 1 year. Even after 10. Even after 30. You are my son. I never stopped loving you. I never stopped hoping you would walk through that door." Dalmar felt tears running down his face. "I am sorry," he said. "I am so sorry. I cannot change the past, but I am here now, and I will never leave you again." Will you go after Fenyang? She asked. Dalmar's jaw tightened. Yes, he said. What he did was theft. It was cruelty. He needs to pay for it. His mother shook her head weakly. He is your brother, she said. My son. Just like you. Do not destroy him, Dalmar. Please. He is already destroyed, Dalmar said bitterly. He destroyed himself when he stole from you. But his mother grabbed his hand with surprising strength. Promise me, she said. Promise me you will not hurt him? Dalmar wanted to refuse, but he looked into her eyes and saw the plea there. Fine, he said, I promise. But he will give back everything he took. That night, Dalmar could not sleep. He kept seeing his mother's face as she begged in the street, kept hearing her voice asking why he left. He got up and went to his office. He opened his safe and took out an old photograph. It showed him as a young man standing with his mother. She looked happy then, healthy, young. What had he done to her? How had 30 years passed so quickly? The next morning, Dalmar went to find Fenyang. He drove to the old neighborhood where they grew up. The streets were still poor, still broken. Nothing had changed except him. He found Fenyang's house easily. It was the nicest house on the street. New paint, big windows, a television antenna on the roof. All bought with stolen money. Dalmar knocked hard on the door. Fenyang opened it. When he saw Dalmar, his face went white. What are you doing here? He said. Get away from my house. Dalmar pushed past him inside. The house was comfortable, nice furniture, a full kitchen, pictures on the walls. You lived well, Dalmar said, while Mama slept in the dirt, while she starved. You had a roof and food and comfort. Fenyang's face twisted with anger. Do not act like you care about her, he shouted. Where were you all these years? Where were you when she was sick, when she was scared, when she needed her son? I was here, Dalmar. I stayed. You ran away. So yes, I took your money. You owed me that. You owed me for every tear she cried for you. Dalmar grabbed Fenyang by his shirt. You did not stay for her, he said through his teeth. You stayed because you had nowhere else to go. You had no ambition, no dreams. So you sat here feeling sorry for yourself and blaming me. And when I tried to help, you stole. You are not a victim, Fenyang. You are a thief. Let go of me, Fenyang said. Or what? You will hit me? Go ahead, hit me. It will not change what you did. You abandoned us first. Dalmar let him go. You are right, he said. I abandoned you. I left and I should not have. But what you did was worse. You betrayed the one person who never left. Mama stayed and loved you every day. And you repaid her by taking everything and leaving her on the street. How do you live with yourself? How do you sleep at night? Fenyang's anger crumbled. His face broke. He fell into a chair and put his head in his hands. I do not sleep, he said quietly. I have not slept properly in 3 years. Every night I see her face. Every night I hear her voice asking me why. And I have no answer. I was angry. I was bitter. I wanted you to hurt the way I hurt, but I only hurt her. Where is the money? Dalmar asked. Gone, Fenyang said. I spent it. On this house. On food. On drinking. On trying to forget. There is nothing left. Dalmar felt rage boiling inside him. You spent it all? Every bit? Fenyang nodded without looking up. Then you will sell this house, Dalmar said. You will sell everything you own, and you will give it to Mama. It will not be enough. It will never be enough. But it is a start. What if I refuse? Fenyang asked. Dalmar's voice went cold. Then I will go to the police. What you did is theft, fraud. You will go to prison. And when you get out, you will have nothing. No house, no money, no family. Is that what you want? Fenyang looked up with red eyes. What do you think I have now? He asked. I already have nothing. The only thing I have is Mama's love, and I threw it away like garbage. There was a long silence, then Dalmar said, She still loves you, even after everything, even now. I do not understand it, but she does. She asked me not to hurt you. She asked me to forgive you. Fenyang's eyes filled with tears. She said that? After what I did to her? Dalmar nodded. She is kinder than either of us deserve, he said. but do not mistake her kindness for weakness. You will fix this, Fenyang, or I will fix it for you. How can I fix it? Fenyang asked. She has nothing because of me. How do I give back 30 years? How do I give back her dignity? You start by telling her the truth, Dalmar said. All of it. Why you did it. How sorry you are. You beg for her forgiveness. And then you spend the rest of your life proving you deserve it. Will she even see me? Fenyang asked. I do not know, Dalmar said. But you will try. You owe her that much. Fenyang stood up slowly. When can I see her? He asked. Dalmar thought about it. Come tomorrow, he said. I will tell her you want to talk. But I warn you, Fenyang, if you hurt her again, if you make her cry, I will forget my promise. I will forget you are my brother. Do you understand? Fenyang nodded. I understand, he said. And brother? Dalmar turned at the door. Thank you for not killing me, because I thought about it. Dalmar went home. His mother was sitting in the garden. She looked better than yesterday. The rest in food had brought some color back to her face, but her eyes were still sad. Dalmar sat beside her. Fenyang wants to see you, he said. His mother's hand went to her mouth. He does, Dalmar nodded. He wants to explain, to apologize. But you do not have to see him if you do not want to. I can send him away. No, his mother said. I will see him. He is my son. I need to hear from his own mouth why he did this. Dalmar took her hand. Mama, you do not owe him anything. You can say no. She shook her head. I have lost 30 years with one son, she said. I will not lose any more time with the other. Even if he hurt me, even if he betrayed me, I will hear what he has to say. The next day, Fenyang came. He looked terrible. He had not slept, had not eaten. His clothes were wrinkled. His face was pale. Dalmar met him at the door. If you make this worse, Dalmar said quietly, I will throw you out myself. Fenyang nodded. He followed Dalmar to the garden where his mother waited. When she saw him, her face showed pain, but she did not turn away. Fenyang fell to his knees in front of her. Mama, he said, his voice broke. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I did the most terrible thing. I took money that was meant for you. I sold your house. I left you with nothing, and I have no excuse. I was angry at Dalmar, angry that he left, angry that he became successful, and I took it out on you. I punished you for his mistakes. Why? His mother asked. Her voice was soft but full of pain. Why did you do this to me, Fenyang? I loved you. I raised you. I never hurt you. So why did you hurt me? Fenyang was crying now, big tears running down his face. Because I am weak, he said. Because I am bitter. Because I watched you wait for Dalmar every day and it made me angry. He left us, but you still loved him. You still talked about him like he was a hero, and I was right there. I never left. But it was like I did not exist. I loved you both equally, his mother said. Never doubt that, Fenyang. Just because I missed Dalmar did not mean I loved you less. You were my comfort, my companion, the son who stayed. But you threw that away. You took everything and left me alone. Do you know how many nights I slept in the cold? Do you know how many times I went hungry? And all while you lived in comfort from my money. I know, Fenyang sobbed. I know, and it kills me. Every day it kills me. I see your face everywhere. In my dreams. In the street. I cannot escape what I did, and I do not deserve your forgiveness. I know that. But I am begging you anyway. Please, Mama. Please do not hate me. I cannot live knowing you hate me. His mother was quiet for a long time. Tears ran down her face too. I do not hate you, she finally said. I wish I could. It would be easier. But I cannot hate my own child. What you did was evil, Fenyang. It was cruel and selfish and wrong. But you are still my son, and I still love you. Even though you broke my heart, even though you took everything from me, I love you because that is what mothers do. Fenyang could not speak. He just cried harder. His mother reached out and touched his head like she used to when he was small. But love is not enough anymore, she said. You must change, Fenyang. You must become a better man. Because if you do this again, if you ever hurt me or anyone else like this again, I will not forgive you a second time. Do you understand? I understand, Fenyang whispered. I will change. I swear I will change. I will spend every day proving it to you. His mother pulled her hand back. Time will tell, she said. Words are easy. Actions are what matter. Now go. I am tired. I need to rest. Fenyang stood up slowly. Thank you, Mama. Thank you for not turning me away. She did not answer, just closed her eyes. Dalmar walked Fenyang to the door. That is all you get, Dalmar told him. One chance. Do not waste it. I will not, Fenyang said. I promise. He left without looking back. Dalmar stood watching him go. He did not know if his brother would really change. People rarely did, but his mother had given Fenyang hope. Maybe that would be enough, or maybe Fenyang would disappoint them all over again. Only time would tell. Over the next weeks, Fenyang came to visit every day. He did not ask for anything. He just sat with his mother. Sometimes they talked. Sometimes they sat in silence. Slowly, very slowly, the wound began to heal, but it would never fully close. Some hurts were too deep. Some betrayals could not be forgotten. They could only be forgiven, and even forgiveness had limits. Dalmar watched his mother during this time. She smiled more. She ate better. She seemed happier having both her sons near. But at night, when she thought no one was watching, her face would fall. She would stare into nothing, and Dalmar knew she was thinking about all the lost years, all the pain, all the loneliness. He had given her comfort, but he could not give her back time. One evening as they sat together, his mother said, Dalmar, I need to ask you something. He looked at her. What is it, Mama? She hesitated, then said, What happened to that business deal? The one you were going to sign that day? Dalmar shrugged. I canceled it. It does not matter. His mother frowned. How much was it worth? A lot, Dalmar said, but not as much as you. She shook her head. That is foolish, she said. You worked hard for that deal. You should not have given it up for me. I am an old woman. I do not have many years left. But that deal could have set you up forever. Dalmar took her hand. Mama, I have more money than I can spend in 10 lifetimes. But I only have one mother. I only have one chance to make things right. The deal means nothing compared to that. But what will you do now, she asked. You cannot just stop working. You are still young. You have so much ahead of you. Dalmar smiled. I have been thinking about that, he said. I want to start something new, something that matters. I want to build a place where old people without families can come, where they can have food, shelter, care, a place where no one has to beg in the street, and I want you to help me run it. His mother's eyes went wide. Me? But I am just an old woman. What do I know about running something like that? Everything, Dalmar said. You know what it is like to have nothing. You know what it is like to be forgotten. You are perfect for it. His mother's eyes filled with tears, but these were different tears, not sad, happy. You really want me to do this? She asked. Yes, he said. More than anything. She smiled. It was the first real smile he had seen from her since finding her on the street. Then let us do it, she said. Let us help people like me. People who have been forgotten. People who have nowhere to go. We will give them hope. We will show them they matter. Dalmar felt warmth spread through his chest. Yes, he said. That is exactly what we will do. They started planning immediately. Dalmar bought a building in the center of the city. It was old but sturdy. He hired workers to fix it up, to make it clean and bright. His mother worked with them every day. She chose the paint colors, the furniture, the bedding. She wanted everything to be perfect, to feel like home, because that is what it would be, a home for those who had none. Fenyang helped too. At first, Dalmar did not want him involved, but his mother insisted. He needs purpose, she said. He needs to do something good. So Dalmar let him help. Fenyang worked harder than anyone. He painted walls, he moved furniture, he did whatever was needed. And slowly Dalmar began to see a change in his brother. The bitterness was fading. The anger was going away. Work and purpose were healing him. 3 months later, the center opened. They called it Mama's house. On the first day, 10 old people came. Some had been living on the street. Some had been abandoned by their families. Some were sick. All of them were alone. Dalmar's mother greeted each one personally. She held their hands. She listened to their stories. She made them feel seen. Within a week, the center was full. 30 people now called it home. They had beds, hot meals, medicine. But more than that, they had dignity. They had people who cared. Dalmar watched his mother move among them. She was happy, truly happy. This was what she was meant to do. This was her purpose, and it had come from the worst moment of her life. One day, a woman came to the center. She was younger than the others, maybe 50 years old, but she looked much older. Her face was thin. Her eyes were empty. She stood at the door, afraid to come in. Dalmar's mother went to her. "What is your name?" she asked gently. The woman's voice was barely a whisper. "Nima," she said. "Come in, Nima," Dalmar's mother said. "You are safe here. You are home." Nima began to cry. "I have no home," she said. "My children threw me out. They said I was too old, too useless. They took my house and put me on the street." Dalmar's mother pulled her into a hug. "I understand," she said. "The same thing happened to me. But you are not useless, and you are not alone anymore. Come inside. Let us take care of you." Nima stayed, and like the others, she slowly came back to life. The emptiness in her eyes faded. She started to smile, to laugh, to hope again. This happened over and over. Person after person came through the doors, each with their own story of abandonment, of loss, of pain, and each one found healing at Mama's house. Fenyang worked there every day now. He served food, he cleaned, he talked to the residents, he heard their stories, and each story reminded him of what he had done to his own mother. The guilt would never fully go away, but he was learning to live with it, to let it push him to be better, to do better. One of the old men at the center, a man named Barasa, became his friend. Barasa had been a teacher once, but his children died in an accident. His wife died of grief, and he ended up alone with no one. He told Fenyang his story one day as they sat in the garden. "I thought about ending my life," Barasa said, "many times. But I was too afraid, so I just waited to die. Then I found this place, and I remember that life can still have meaning, even at the end." Fenyang listened with tears in his eyes. "I hurt the person who gave me life," he said. "I betrayed my own mother. How do I live with that? How do I forgive myself?" Barasa was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "You do not forgive yourself, not completely. You carry it. You let it shape you. You let it make you kinder, more compassionate, more aware of others' pain. That is how you honor the wrong you did, by never doing it again, and by helping others so they do not suffer the same way." Those words stayed with Fenyang. He thought about them every day, and slowly he began to understand. He could not undo the past, could not take back what he did, but he could make the future different. He could help others. He could be the son his mother needed now, even if he had failed to be that son before. It was not too late to change. It was never too late. Months turned into a year. Mama's house grew. They added more rooms, took in more people. The center became known throughout the city. News reporters came to interview Dalmar's mother. They called her a hero, a saint. She laughed at that. "I am no saint," she said. "I am just a mother who knows what it feels like to be forgotten, and I do not want anyone else to feel that way." But people kept coming, not just old people looking for help. Young people came too, volunteers who wanted to give back, students who wanted to learn, families who wanted to help. The center became a community, a place of hope in a city full of suffering. And at the heart of it all was Dalmar's mother, small and old but strong in spirit. She had turned her pain into purpose. One night, Dalmar sat with his mother on the roof of the center. They looked out over the city lights. "It is beautiful, is it not?" she said. "All those lights, all those lives, each one with their own story, their own pain, their own joy." Dalmar nodded. "I never appreciated it before," he said. "I was too busy chasing money, chasing success. I forgot to look around. I forgot what mattered." His mother patted his hand. You remember now, she said. That is what counts. We all lose our way sometimes, but some of us find our way back. You found your way back, Dalmar, and you brought me with you. She paused, then added, I forgive you. For leaving, for not coming back. I forgive you. Dalmar felt something break inside his chest. Thank you, Mama, he whispered. Thank you. But there was one thing still bothering Dalmar, one question he could not answer. Mama, he said, how did you survive all those years on the street? How did you keep going? His mother smiled sadly. Hope, she said. Foolish hope. I kept thinking you would come back. Every day I woke up and thought, maybe today my son will come home. And that hope kept me alive. Even when I was cold, even when I was hungry, hope kept me breathing. Dalmar felt his throat close up. What if I had never come back? What if I had not seen you that day? His mother was quiet for a long time. Then she said, I do not know. Maybe I would have died on that street. Maybe someone else would have helped me. Maybe God had a different plan. But you did come back. That is what matters. You found me when I needed you most. Do you think Fenyang has really changed? Dalmar asked. His mother looked thoughtful. I think he is trying, she said. Change is hard. It takes time. But I see the effort. I see him working. I see him caring about the people here. That is more than he did before. So yes, I think he is changing. Whether that change lasts, only time will tell. But I have to believe in him. Because if I do not, what kind of mother am I? Dalmar understood. His mother's love was not blind. She saw Fenyang's faults clearly. But she chose to give him a chance anyway. That was the kind of love that most people could not understand. The kind that forgave even when forgiveness seemed impossible. The kind that hoped even when hope seemed foolish. It was a mother's love, pure and unbreakable. The next morning something happened that would test everything. Dalmar was in his office at the center when Fenyang burst in. His face was pale with panic. What is wrong? Dalmar asked, standing up quickly. It is Mama, Fenyang said. She collapsed. The ambulance is coming. Dalmar felt his blood turn to ice. He ran out of the office and down the hallway. His mother was lying on the floor in the dining hall. Several residents were gathered around her. Barasa was holding her hand. Nima was crying. Dalmar pushed through and knelt beside her. Mama, he said, can you hear me? Her eyes fluttered open. She looked confused. What happened? She asked weakly. You fainted, Dalmar said. Help is coming. Just stay still. The ambulance arrived within minutes. The paramedics checked her quickly. Her blood pressure is very high, one of them said. We need to get her to the hospital now. They put her on a stretcher. Dalmar and Fenyang climbed into the ambulance with her. The ride to the hospital felt like it took hours. Dalmar held his mother's hand the whole way. She kept drifting in and out of consciousness. At the hospital, doctors rushed her into the emergency room. Dalmar and Fenyang were told to wait outside. They sat in plastic chairs in the hallway. Neither spoke. The silence between them was heavy with fear. After what felt like forever, a doctor came out. She was a young woman with tired eyes. Are you the family? She asked. We are her sons, Dalmar said. The doctor sat down across from them. Your mother's condition is serious, she said. The years of malnutrition and stress have damaged her heart. She also has advanced diabetes. We are doing everything we can, but you need to prepare yourselves. The next 24 hours will be critical. Fenyang made a sound like a wounded animal. This is my fault, he said. I did this to her. The doctor looked confused. Dalmar put his hand on Fenyang's shoulder. Not now, he said quietly. The doctor stood up. You can see her once she is stable. For now, all we can do is wait. She walked away, leaving the brothers alone again. Fenyang put his face in his hands. If she dies, he said, his voice muffled. If she dies, I killed her. I might as well have put a knife in her heart. Stop it, Dalmar said. His voice was sharp. She is not dead. She is fighting, and we need to be strong for her. Not fall apart. Fenyang looked up. His eyes were red and swollen. How can you be so calm? Your heart is breaking too. I can see it. Dalmar's jaw was tight. I am not calm, he said. I am terrified. But falling apart will not help her. We need to pray. We need to hope. We need to believe she will survive this." They waited for 6 hours. Other people came and went. Families receiving good news, families receiving bad news. The hospital was a place of beginnings and endings, of joy and sorrow. Dalmar prayed more in those 6 hours than he had in 30 years. He made promises to God, promises to change, to be better, to never take his mother for granted again. If only she would live. Finally, a nurse came to get them. "She is awake," the nurse said. "You can see her now, but only for a few minutes. She needs rest." Dalmar and Fenyang followed the nurse to a room. Their mother was lying in a bed connected to machines. Tubes ran from her arms. A mask covered her face, helping her breathe. But her eyes were open, and when she saw her sons, she tried to smile. Dalmar took one hand, Fenyang took the other. "Do not try to talk," Dalmar said. "Just rest. We are here." But his mother shook her head slightly. She pulled the mask down with weak fingers. "I need to say something," she whispered. Her voice was so faint they had to lean close to hear. "In case I do not get another chance." "You will get another chance," Fenyang said desperately. "You will be fine. You have to be fine." His mother squeezed his hand. "Listen to me," she said. "Both of you. Life is short. Shorter than we think. I wasted years being sad, being alone. But these last months with you both have been the happiest of my life. Do not waste time like I did. Do not hold grudges. Do not let anger poison you. Love each other. Take care of each other. Promise me." "We promise," Dalmar said. Tears were streaming down his face. "We promise, Mama." She smiled. "That is good," she said. "That is all I needed to hear." Her eyes started to close. The nurse came forward. "She needs to rest now," she said firmly. "You should go home. Get some sleep. You can come back in the morning." Dalmar did not want to leave, but he knew they had no choice. They went back to Dalmar's house. Neither could sleep. They sat in the living room in silence as the night dragged on. At some point, Fenyang spoke. "I should have been better to her," he said. "I should have protected her. Instead, I destroyed her." Dalmar looked at his brother. "We both failed her," he said. "Me by leaving, you by stealing, but she forgave us both. Now we have to forgive ourselves. And each other." Fenyang met his eyes. "Can you forgive me?" he asked. "For what I did? For the pain I caused?" Dalmar was quiet for a long moment. Then he said, "I am trying. It is hard. When I think about Mom on the street because of you, I want to hate you, but she loves you, and she wants us to be brothers. So I will try. For her, not for you. For her." Fenyang nodded. "That is fair," he said. "That is more than I deserve." The next morning they rushed back to the hospital. The doctor met them with better news. "She made it through the night," she said. "Her vitals are stronger. I think she is going to pull through. But she will need constant care from now on. Her heart is weak. One more crisis like this could kill her." "Do you understand?" "We understand," Dalmar said. "Whatever she needs, she will have it." They went to her room. She was awake and looked better than yesterday. The color had returned to her face. When she saw them, she smiled. "My boys," she said, "you look terrible. Did you sleep at all?" "No," Dalmar admitted. "We were too worried." She shook her head. "Foolish children," she said, but her voice was warm, full of love. "I am not going anywhere yet. I still have work to do." She stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks. During that time, people from the center came to visit. They brought flowers, cards, prayers. The room was always full of people who loved her. Dalmar watched in amazement. His mother had only run the center for a year, but she had touched so many lives, had given so many people hope. She was more than just his mother. She was a mother to dozens. When she was finally released, the doctor gave strict instructions. No stress, no heavy work, lots of rest, a special diet, daily medication. Dalmar hired a nurse to stay with her at all times. He also hired extra staff for the center so his mother would not have to work so hard. But his mother was stubborn. "I did not come this far to sit around doing nothing," she said. "I will rest, but I will also live." She continued going to the center every day, but now she only stayed for a few hours. She would sit with the residents, listen to their stories, give advice, share meals. Then she would go home and rest. It was a good balance, and slowly her health improved. The medication helped. The good food helped. But most of all, having a purpose helped. Having people who needed her gave her reason to keep fighting. Fenyang proved himself during this time. He took over much of the daily running of the center. He managed the staff, organized the schedules, made sure everything ran smoothly. Dalmar was surprised by how good his brother was at it. Fenyang had found his calling, just like their mother had found hers, and just like Dalmar had found his by creating the center. One day, about 6 months after his mother's collapse, Dalmar received a phone call. It was from the investors he had walked away from. "Mr. Dalmar," the voice said, "we have been following your work with Mama's house. We are impressed, very impressed. We would like to invest in expanding it. We want to help you open more centers in other cities. Are you interested?" Dalmar was surprised. "Why would you want to do that?" he asked. The voice on the phone laughed. "Because we made a mistake," he said. "When you walked away from our deal, we thought you were crazy. We thought you threw away your future. But we were wrong. You found something more valuable than money. You found purpose, and that is worth investing in. So what do you say? Will you let us help?" Dalmar thought about it, then said, "Let me talk to my mother. This is her project. She should decide." He went to find her in the garden. She was sitting with Nima, laughing about something. "Mama," he said, "I need your advice." He explained the phone call, the offer to expand. His mother listened carefully. Then she said, "What do you think we should do?" "I think we should do it," Dalmar said. "There are so many people out there like you were, alone, forgotten, suffering. We could help them. We could give them hope, but it will mean more work, more responsibility. I do not want it to be too much for you." His mother smiled. "I am not afraid of work," she said, "and I am not afraid of responsibility. If we can help more people, then we must. Let us do it." So they did. Over the next 2 years, 5 more Mama's houses opened in different cities. Each one run the same way, with love, with dignity, with respect. Hundreds of old people found homes, found care, found family. The project became famous across the country. News channels did stories. Newspapers wrote articles. The government even gave them an award. But the fame did not change Dalmar's mother. She remained humble, kind, focused on the work. She would tell anyone who asked, "I am not special. I just know what it feels like to suffer. And I do not want anyone else to feel that way if I can help it." Those simple words inspired thousands. Donations poured in, volunteers signed up. The movement grew beyond anything Dalmar had imagined. Fenyang changed too. The bitter, angry man was gone. In his place was someone thoughtful, compassionate, dedicated. He still carried guilt for what he had done. That would never fully go away, but he had learned to channel it into good, to let it motivate him rather than destroy him. Dalmar watched his brother and felt something he had not felt in years: pride. He was proud of Fenyang, proud of the man he had become. One evening, the 3 of them sat together in Dalmar's garden. It had become their ritual. Every week they would have dinner together and talk, just the 3 of them. His mother looked at her 2 sons and smiled. "I am happy," she said, "truly happy, for the first time in many years." Dalmar reached over and took her hand. "We are happy too, Mama, because of you." She shook her head. "Not because of me," she said, "because we found each other again, because we learned to forgive, because we turned pain into purpose. That is what makes me happy. Not the success, not the fame, but having my sons beside me, working together, loving each other. This is all I ever wanted, and now I have it." Fenyang wiped tears from his eyes. "I do not deserve this," he said. "I do not deserve your love or your forgiveness." His mother's voice was firm. "Stop saying that," she told him. "You have paid for your mistakes. You have changed. You have become a good man. Let go of the guilt, Fenyang. It has served its purpose. Now it is only holding you back." He looked at her with wonder. "How do you do that?" he asked. "How do you love so completely? How do you forgive so fully?" She smiled. "Because I am your mother," she said simply. "That is what mothers do." 3 more years passed. The Mama's houses continued to grow. They now had centers in 12 cities, helping over 1,000 people. Dalmar stepped back from the daily operations. He trusted Fen Yang to run things. His brother had earned that trust. Instead, Dalmar focused on fundraising and expansion. He used his business skills to ensure the project would last long after they were all gone. His mother, now 80 years old, still visited the original center every day. She could not stay long. Her health was fragile, but she refused to stop completely. The residents there were her family, her purpose, her joy. They loved her. Some called her Mama, some called her grandmother, but they all knew her as the woman who had given them hope when they had none. One morning, Dalmar's mother did not wake up. The nurse found her peaceful in her bed. She had died in her sleep. No pain, no suffering, just a quiet passing from this world to the next. When Dalmar got the call, he felt his world stop. He rushed home, sat beside her bed, held her cold hand, and wept like a child. Fen Yang arrived soon after. He collapsed beside the bed, and together the two brothers mourned the woman who had given them life, who had loved them despite their failures, who had taught them what it meant to truly forgive. The funeral was massive. Thousands of people came, old residents from all the centers, volunteers, staff members, government officials, news reporters, all coming to pay respect to a woman who had started with nothing and created everything. Person after person stood up to share stories about how she had helped them, how she had changed their lives, how she had shown them kindness when the world had shown them cruelty. Dalmar and Fen Yang sat together in the front row, listening to the stories, realizing the true impact their mother had made. She had not just saved them, she had saved hundreds, maybe thousands. Her life had mattered. Her suffering had not been in vain. She had taken her pain and transformed it into something beautiful, something lasting, something that would continue long after she was gone. After the funeral, Dalmar and Fen Yang stood together at her grave. The sun was setting, casting long shadows across the cemetery. "We need to keep her work going," Fen Yang said. "We need to make sure the centers continue, that her legacy lives on." Dalmar nodded. "We will," he said. "That is our responsibility now, to honor her memory by helping others the way she helped us." They established a foundation in her name, the Mama Foundation, dedicated to helping abandoned elderly people everywhere. They used Dalmar's wealth and Fen Yang's management skills to expand even further. Within 5 years, there were Mama's houses in 30 cities across 5 countries, helping over 5,000 people, all because one woman refused to let her suffering be meaningless. Dalmar never remarried, never had children of his own. He poured all his energy into the foundation, into continuing his mother's work. He traveled the world sharing her story, inspiring others to help, to give, to care, and everywhere he went, people were moved by the story of a beggar who became a hero, a mother who forgave the unforgivable, a woman who changed the world simply by loving. Fen Yang married a woman named Halima, who worked at one of the centers. They had 2 children, a boy and a girl. He named the girl after his mother, and he raised his children to understand the value of kindness, of forgiveness, of second chances. He told them the story of their grandmother, how she had saved him from himself, how she had shown him that it is never too late to change, to be better, to choose love over hate. The brothers grew old together, working side by side, just as their mother had wanted. They never forgot the day Dalmar saw her begging on the street. That moment had changed everything, had set them all on a new path, a better path. And though they both carried regrets about the past, they also carried gratitude. Gratitude for the time they had been given, for the lessons they had learned, for the love they had received. When Dalmar was 70 years old, he visited the original Mama's house one last time. He walked through the halls slowly. His body was old now, tired, but his spirit was strong. He saw the residents there, eating, laughing, living with dignity, and he saw his mother in every face, her legacy, her love, her gift to the world. He sat down in the garden where she used to sit, closed his eyes, and felt her presence beside him. "Thank you, Mama," he whispered, for everything, for loving us, for forgiving us, for teaching us what really matters. I hope I made you proud. I hope I honored your memory. I hope you are at peace. The wind blew gently through the trees, and Delmar smiled, because somehow he knew she had heard him, and she was proud of both her sons, of what they had become, of what they had built together. Fenyang found him there an hour later, still sitting, still smiling. Are you all right? He asked. Delmar opened his eyes. I am perfect, he said. I was just talking to Mama. Fenyang sat down beside him. What did she say? Delmar laughed. Nothing. But I felt her. She is still with us, you know. In this place, in this work, in everything we do. Fenyang nodded. I feel her too, he said. Every single day. They sat together in silence. Two old men who had once been broken, who had hurt each other and been hurt, but who had found their way back, who had learned to forgive, to love, to hope. And it was all because of one woman, one mother, who refused to give up, who refused to stop loving. Even when love seemed impossible, even when forgiveness seemed foolish, she had loved anyway. And that love had saved them all. The Mama Foundation continued long after both brothers passed away. It became one of the largest charitable organizations in the world, helping not just the elderly, but also children, families, communities, all inspired by one woman's story, the story of a beggar who became a beacon, of suffering that became strength, of pain that became purpose. And people everywhere learned the lesson she had taught, that it is never too late to change, never too late to forgive, never too late to love. In every mama's house around the world, there hangs a photograph. It shows an old woman smiling. Her face is wrinkled but beautiful. Her eyes are kind. And beneath the photo are these words, words she spoke many times during her life, words that became her motto, her message, her gift to humanity. The words simply say this: love costs nothing, but it changes everything. Forgive even when it hurts. Because holding on to anger only destroys you. And never forget that family is not just blood. Family is anyone who refuses to give up on you. Those words inspired millions, changed countless lives, started a movement that spread across the globe, all because one son saw his mother begging on the street, and instead of driving away, he stopped. He faced his shame. He confronted his brother. He sought forgiveness, and he spent the rest of his life making things right. That one moment, that one decision, changed everything. Not just for him, not just for his family, but for thousands of people who would never have to beg, never have to suffer alone, never have to wonder if anyone cared. And that is the power of love, the power of forgiveness, the power of one person who refuses to give up, who refuses to let pain be the end of the story, who chooses instead to let pain be the beginning of healing, of hope, of change. That was the lesson Delmar learned, the lesson his mother taught, and the lesson that would echo through generations, teaching people everywhere that no matter how far you fall, you can always rise again. No matter how badly you fail, you can always try again. And no matter how deep the hurt, love can always heal. Thank you for watching this powerful story. We hope it has touched your heart and inspired you to be better, to forgive more, to love deeper. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories like this one. Share this video with your friends and family so they can be inspired too. And please comment below and let us know where you are watching from. Are you in New York, South Africa, Canada, Jamaica, London, Dubai, Tokyo? Anywhere in the world, we want to hear from you. Your comments encourage us to keep bringing you these meaningful stories. Until next time, remember that love costs nothing, but it changes everything. Stay blessed. This is Sage Tales Africa.